Hello Chappets and welcome to the monthly video for October 2016. In this video I will be telling you what this video is about and what's in it, and then I'll be telling you a bit about Patreon, and then I'll be talking about the work that I've been doing for this month in my section Reviewers, and then there'll be a question time section where you can ask me questions and I can answer them, and then we finish off with the raffle for the prize draw for those that partake in the Patreon. So that is what's in this video. So let's start at the beginning. What is Patreon? For those of you who don't know what Patreon is, it's a site where media creators like myself go along and we set up like a billboard, and you can help sponsor us, help donate towards our costs of getting whatever we do done. Okay, at the moment I am raising funds to buy a brand new camera because I want to have a camera that can zoom in without getting blurry and you can see detail and everything, and I need a camera which is a bit more smooth cam on it as well, you know, handy cam, because shaky cam is a bit Star Trek-ish and it doesn't work for this type of video, you know, unless I'm doing a Star Trek video review of a game. But anywho, yeah, so you can go to Patreon, you can find board games, everybody should ... there, and maybe you want to throw a few pennies my way just for nothing, or maybe you want to throw some pennies away and get yourself some rewards. I've got some nice rewards, some promo packs that you can pick up. I've got some of my music that you can buy, and as I said, there's a raffle where you can be put in a hat, and then I pull your name out the hat, and you'll find out more about that at the end of this video. So without further ado, we shall move into one question I want to do is, what should I call this show instead of the monthly video? Leave some comments down below in this slot in the video, or if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, leave me a little comment and say you should be calling this show the monthly Patreon, or the Patreon who counts, or I don't know, or the ... video. But anywho, let's go and have a look at the review. What was that? What's this? Yeah, this is Mythic Battles. So yes, sorry I didn't review Soul last month, but it will be coming because unfortunately projects do come up and they take priority, like this Kickstarter for Mythic Battles. So expect a video of that very soon as well. So yeah, let's have a look at what I've done last month, this month, last month, yeah. So what have I been up to this month? Well, October's been a very busy month due to Essen being around and having to go away for a bit of a week to attend the event there. But I managed to get quite a lot of things done still. Wow, impressive. Let's start with the first review that I did, which was Conan. Now, Conan, if you don't know, is a worker placement game where you're making candy bars. No, it's a joke. Conan is a game which has this really nice mechanic of energy. It's a fighting strategy game, kind of like a dungeon crawl, but not a dungeon crawl, and you're using your energy to achieve an objective, and you're playing against an evil, nasty person who is not really evil and nasty, but they take that role on and they fight against you. And the great thing about this game is this kind of Euro mechanic of using your energy to do actions, and the more you get damaged, the less energy you have, and the less energy you have, the less actions you can do. Also, the strength of your actions are diminished by this, and it's a really nice strategic warfare game. It's set in the Conan universe where players have to really work together as a team to succeed. And this is a really great game. The only thing that stopped this from being a 10 out of 10 was the fact that the rulebook does not explain the rules properly at all. Missing. But they are working on a second edition rulebook. I've been in contact with Monolith, helping them, pointing them in the direction of where they should go. So hopefully when this second edition rulebook comes out, I will re-review this game. Again, I will re-review it with my copy of Conan because that was a press copy, and this, I have my copy now, which is bigger, grandiose, and wow factor. So I gave Conan an 8.5 for the time being, but later on it may change. Hopefully it will make it to the 10 spot. Next up, I have The Networks from Formal Ferret Games, which is a card drafting game where players are responsible for a TV channel and they are trying to get TV programs and stars to their channel and put them at the appropriate spots to give you the most visitors, the most viewers. Viewers are points for the game, and this game is, as I said, a drafting game. You're drafting this and putting it there and doing this, and other players are taken from this pool of resources. It's a light, fun, strong game with this really nice theme, but there's not enough there to keep you coming back for more. Hence, I gave this a 7.5 out of 10. The artwork is a bit, you might like it or you might not like it, but it is a solid drafting game, and I wish there was more to it, a bit more depth and a bit more interaction with the other players. The Pursuit of Happiness is not a real thing. It's actually a board game, okay, by Stronghold Games and TPA Games. And in this, it's a worker placement, but it takes the worker placement to another level. Your actual workers are time. Yes, how much time do you spend on the toilet? You will allocate a little, but that's not in the game. You are basically reliving your life, choosing the things that you wish to do from a pool of cards, and then adding them to your life. So you may be a TV producer in your real-time daytime job, but on the side you might take up yachting and get yourself a nice kind of collection of records, and all these things are making you happier, and each player is having their happy life, and they're trading resources to get other resources and hopefully getting those points right up to the top. It's a very light, enjoyable game, not one which is very conflicted with other players. You have to bring that conflict to the game, but you just live your life and you're going to try and be happier than everyone else. It's a really nice game, well put together. It does have some niggles with rules and things and pieces, but it works really well, and I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, Essen was a busy time, but I took the time to do some interviews. Yes, I tried my hand at speaking to people. And actually, Essen is all I do, is speak to people. I spent a lot of time walking around talking, but I actually recorded talking to some special people. I did 5 interviews in my Speak and Spiel series. As you'll see, the sound is not great, but you can still understand what people are saying. And I spoke to Elad Goldstein of Golden Egg Games about what they're planning and what their current game is. I also spoke to Bruno Suter of Serious Pulp about the progress being made with the 7th Continent. I spoke to the guys at Horrible Games, Federico, about, again, what their current game is and what games are coming out in the future. I also spoke to Gary Kim, the designer of Rising 5, and about his game and his influence and why people should back it on Kickstarter. Kickstarter's finished now, by the way. And I also spoke to a very strange guy that makes weird sounds. Yeah, Benjamin Loomis of Sirenscape. A great product. Go get Sirenscape. It makes gaming more fun. Seriously. I also managed to do a first impressions video because I did manage to get to play Gary Kim's game Rising 5, and it was on Kickstarter at the time, and I thought I want to boost this because I had a really enjoyable time playing the game. So you can check that out as well. I also did a couple of segments for the board game breakfast that the Dice Tower produces every week. One of those is a 2-minute overview, he said, spitting at the camera, of Aladdin and the Magic Lamp from Purple Brain. Yes, you can click on this and check it out if you want. And I managed to do 2 podcasts on the Berkey and Badger Board Game Babble Show. First one was called From Paris with Love. That's where we talk about French designers. Are they the best designers in the world? French publishers, are they the best in the world? And we had Jamie Johnson from Holy Grail Games on the show, and it was a very interesting interview. So you can check that out on YouTube, Berkey and Badger's Board Game Babble, or you can look for it on a podcast segment called Berkey and Badger's Board Game, iTunes, Stitcher, whatever. We did a second show, which was a kind of after Essen. We had a selection of guests. We had Ben Maddox, Robin Lees, Jamie Johnson, and we were going to have Paul Grogan, but he couldn't make it. And I feel like I'm forgetting someone. No. I'm not forgetting anyone. It's me. I'm forgetting me. But we talk about Essen, and Berkey interviews us on our reflections and things that we saw. So you can check that out again, Berkey and Badger's Board Game Babble. So let's move on to the question of the month. Doesn't sound so good, does it? Question time. Let's move on to question time and see what we're going to talk about. Actually, I think we're going to talk about Essen. Yeah. Welcome to Essen. Yes, queues. If you don't buy your tickets beforehand online, you have to queue outside. You know what I like about Essen? Is it's not just about board games. It's about board games. I mean, honestly, I think everyone would love a pink chess set. And every year you never know what you're going to see. It's not just board games, there are cars and vans and Pokemon. One of the major talking points at Essen this year was, how did Funforge find all these young attractive ladies to teach these games? I passed by the beautiful Monolith stand to look at their new game Mythic Battles and hopefully not get a smack round the head for insulting their last game. Looking at the gig list for the first day as it's been counting down. It's counting down. We're on Adrenaline already on 23. That's pretty good going, Adrenaline. Ooh, bandanas. Yeah, legendary inventors. Wow. Well, Fred Henry. Yeah, Fog Everywhere. Dead of Winter again. Robinson Crusoe at 17. We have Red 7 standing by. Codenames Pictures, now that is no surprise there. Terraforming Mars, that's probably not the only Mars game in here. The Great Western Trail, I have to probably see Steven. I gotta go see Steven, I forgot to go see Steven. Raymaster, ooh, surprise. Cool Ice is at number 10 so far with the buzz. Red Edition, Mo. Feast of Odin is number 8, Not Alone. Oh, I've got that. Number 7. The Arbitorium. I've never played that, but it looks interesting. Garden Gnomes. I don't know what that is. No surprise there. And we have Cottage Garden. Well, that's kind of a surprise, but not a surprise. The Colonist. Ooh, interesting. Don't know what that is. And Ominono, which is number 1. There you have it. Number 1 is a game about Ominonos. Who knows what Ominos is? A wonderful thing you could do at Essen was park your ass anywhere and eat whatever you wanted. Yes, I had 4 days of ham and piccalilli sandwiches. Hall 3 was where all the big name companies were, and their booths were packed out. Let's go on a little ride. Let's see how it's like to get through the crowds here. It's busy. As you can see, the yellow booth is jam-packed. Everyone trying out Benoit Forget's new 80 Days Around the World. Another game called Ganga Kuinriawa. The new version of Diamant is out and about. We have Stronghold Games, which again is another jam-packed booth. Their shelves are getting emptier and emptier. Freedom and Freeze is just on next to. I wonder why. Probably because they're good buddies and partners in crime. Loads and loads of people, loads and loads of games, loads and loads of noise, and something for everybody. Seriously, something for everybody. Even if you don't play games, you can still play games. Word games, dexterity games. Oh look, they have Stilpot Etten, which is something in French. Games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, they're still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And why not? Charlotte, I'm sorry, they've changed the theme. Look. It's smaller. It's smaller and they've changed the theme. But it looks good. Yes, this is a prototype of a game that a friend of mine has designed, which is coming out later. And here he is playing a game with me, Mr. Superstar Philip Tappy Mocket. And in this game, we have to kill unicorns. Woohoo! Fun, huh? And he was not the only designer I met. There were designers coming up to me and just telling me to go get their games. Go to the Essen Spiel booth and get Jolly Roger by Sean. Free,
Yeah, do that.
yeah.
Do that.
And again, if the
It's also a great place to meet great people. Here's one of them.
Get to be on your channel.
yeah, you can do. Yeah, as long as you clean mouth. This is what it's like at Essen. We hang out at the beer booth all day.
Hello. I'm very privileged to be on the same screen as Barry Dublé, the doyen, the sword warrior of board game media.
It's my wallet. How much would €10 buy me?
Well, if you don't pay me now, I'm going to start swearing like a trooper.
Can you get this guy a beer, please? Thanks.
I met Barry once, and the first time I met him, I was arrested by his gloriousness. And I thought I would like to make that man my husband, but unfortunately Mrs. Dublé had already snared him, and he'd already sired a perfect fragment of humanity. So I feel privileged that I am able to call him my master. Thank you, Barry.
That's okay. I need to grow a goatee now and have a goatee master goatee. Doctor Who's guy.
Beep. Yes, he's not potty-mouthed Maddox for nothing. All types of great games were being played. Party games, long strategic games, war games, every type of game was there. Some booths were selling some really, really fantastic looking board game accessories.
Oh look, I trapped a Pokemon. Woo! And I haven't got a phone. And I great. When is Star Wars going to get old? That's what I want to know. When is Star Wars going to get old? Minis. Tentacles. I think if I had the time, the money, and the patience, I'd play mini games. Oh, am I excited? I am.
Certain people, so like say if you had a major, you probably would have put that on something like Pyromancer or something like that. If you're deprived, you probably wouldn't go around naked, so
Oh, right, okay.
you wouldn't have any armor.
Hard mode.
I had to come over at that time, didn't I?
A bit of loincloth, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit like
Just in case, you know. Keep your modesty. You know.
you can always mod it.
I managed to catch 7 Wonders winning another award. When will it end? Well done, guys.
It's a dead rabbit. That's where it went. And use that scotch, Sam.
Barry, you scared of the nice lady.
I can't help it. With body odor like this. Yeah. In my little Muppet.
So who's your lovely
This is Robbie. Heavy breathing. Look at all these wonderful things you can get if you vote Dice Tower. You don't want to vote Trump, vote Dice Tower. A vote for Vassal is a vote for gaming. I won't put this video out.
I was going to say, cancel copyright. You name it. FBI will be on you in no time.
You never know, 20 years time, I can see Tom running for governor of some little corner of America.
Tom as governor would be slightly scary.
No, he's got the charisma and he's got
Barry, you went.
unwanted. Dun, 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 dun. We're in the 30s. These games are not important because they're in the 30s. That might be important, The Alchemist. Ave Roma. That looks familiar. I've seen that before. No, I haven't. Ice Cold. It has dropped. It's not so popular anymore. Flamme Rouge. Oop. Earthquake. Dream Home. Pixie Queens. Don't know. The first time we've seen that. Fields of Green. Artibia. What'd you expect? Guilds of London. Still doing good. Captains of a Golden Age. First time I've seen that. Colonist has dropped since yesterday, but look at it. Dragon and Flagon is still doing strong. And Three Wishes. Ooh, interesting. In the Name of Odin, that looks familiar. I'm trying to think where that is. Cry Havoc is still up there, fighting for its life. Not Alone is just in front of that. Haven't played it yet. Captain Sonar, very popular French game. So is Innis. Some friends played it last night and said it's great. Four Gods. Love that game. But it gives me a headache. Power Grid, the card game. Wow, what can you say? It's Power Grid. Scythe, it's still in their top 10. Feast for Odin, Doobie-Doo, The Great Western Trail. There's a lot of stronghold games in this list. It's incredible. Adrenaline, CTG. I've got to play that later. Cottage Garden. That is very tempting. Codenames Pictures. Nah, I was going to burp. That wasn't me disagreeing. Terraforming Mars. And then Seven Wonders was number one. Number one, Seven Wonders. How do I feel about that? Maybe I should start playing Seven Wonders. Maybe. People say it's good. I can't deny it. It needs to be played. So maybe next time, next Cavajou.
Essen was a great chance for me to catch up with friends that I met in the past, like Bruno and Ludwig here from Serious Pulp. Ludwig told me that whenever he wasn't demoing a game, he was out the back on his laptop, carrying on his hard work of designing all the card art for the 7th continent. For me, most of the things that were interesting were Kickstarters.
Would someone be so kind?
They seem to have this big air of mystery around them.
Donc oui, bien placé pour le savoir. Exactement. Donc l'application va nous générer ces puzzles chaque fois qu'on joue.
Let's go back. 20 Colonists, 19 Dream Home all of a sudden. Four Gods has dropped to number 18. We have Omenos, which has dropped to 17. That was higher yesterday. Cry Havoc's still in the top. Fabled Fruit is still in the top as well. It hasn't moved much. All Power Grid's dropped 4 places. Feast of Odin's dropped a bit as well. Captain's Golden Age, that's a new one. Scythe is an old one. And then we have Adrenaline, which is a new old one as well. That looks like it's dropped. Not Alone is creeped up. Good guys. Great Western Trail is still doing good at number 8. London Dread, that's that. Grey Fox Games. Innis, the guys were playing that last night. Cottage Garden, I'm going to get Cottage Garden. That's it. Mine's decided. Cottage Garden is. Codename Pictures, still there. Pantheon Jewel has dropped. It's no longer number 1 because Terraforming Mars is. I'm going to have to go see Stephen. I can't believe Legendary Inventors is not doing that great. It's a great game. I'm going to have to vote for it 15 times. Yeah.
And no, I didn't come home with Cottage Garden, unfortunately. But that's just a quick glimpse of Essen and what it's like and what you can find there. Now I'm going to pass you back to the studio because you probably want to know who has won the giveaway. Take it away, Barry.
Yeah, so here back at the studio, it's that time for the monthly giveaway. What this is my $5 and $10 pledge levels. That's Chapet the Generous and Chapet the Producer, where you get your name entered into a hat and I pick a name out, and you win a copy of Last Night, my zombie soundtrack kind of CD thing, which I send to you as in the form of a card, and you download. And I don't know why I've got the hat here, because there's only one person that's doing this at the moment, and that is David Bartello. Congratulations, you've won yourself another copy of Last Night. I will be sending that to you in the post this week. And also, I'd like to say thank you to everyone else for your Patreon support. It's been great. I'm enjoying this very much. If you have pledged at a level where you're going to get some stuff from me, expect it to be posted this week. And then it's on its way to you. So I will send you another message to say, yep, it's gone in the letterbox today. Expect it soon. Again, if you've never contributed to Patreon, please consider it, because there's this $5 and $10 pledge level, which you can get your name put into this empty hat and win a copy. And all your money is going to be used to help finance and buy myself a brand new camera which can zoom and do magical stuff, and so you'll be able to see these super quality minis one day. Right, so thanks again everyone, and thanks again. And remember, you don't need to buy every single board game out there, you just need to own a few good ones. That's quite a good catchphrase. I'm enjoying the more I'm saying it. If you have any questions, please send them to me either in the box below of this video, or also email me at ominousbarry@gmail.com. No, ominousbarry@gmail.com. Yeah, that's the baby. Okay, if you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions for a title for this video instead of the monthly video, please send them to me. I want to know what they are. So, I will say ciao for now, and thank you very much, Patreon supporters. You're great. Don't you just hate it when there's nothing decent on the box? So, why don't you go switch off your television set and go do something else less boring instead? Name that kid's program if you can. In this video, I'm going to tell you about this game called The Networks. In this, it sees you as an executive for a TV channel, and you are setting up 5 years of programming, and you'll be hiring actors, and you'll be putting adverts in these programs, and hopefully after these 5 years are up, you have had the most viewers on your channel.
28.
28 for the 4 days.
Wow. That's it.
It's bargain.
Just go, for the love of God, people. Just go. Essen Gen Com to get there.
Yeah. And then you can feel as sick as Jamie does.
You can. You can walk away with all the bacterial diseases.
That's why all the Americans, whenever you saw an American, they would fist pump you.
Well, this is Eric Martin. It's not fist pump, Barry. That's not what you're thinking of. But it's actually Eric Martin that taught me.